Hey everyone, it's Jason. Hey, I'm not in the house today, or in the office or anything like that. If you can see, maybe from the headstones in the background, I'm in a place called St. John Cemetery. This is where most of my family is buried, and also someday I'll be buried. Actually, the place where I'm standing right now, it's nice. It's in the midst of three big oak trees, and it's my plot. It's my mom and dad bought it for me for a Christmas gift, and I know that might be odd to some people, but when you think about it, it's practical because my family, when I'm gone, isn't going to have to worry about putting me in someplace. But I don't come to this place very often, and probably don't visit the graves of grandma and grandpa and everybody like I should. Maybe most people do that, but you got to say that this place does make you think, because there's a lot of people in here that I knew growing up, that always talked about the things that they wanted to do, the things that they thought they were put on this earth to do, that they thought that they were called to do for one reason or another. And something always came up. Maybe it was something with the family, something with the job, whatever, or that maybe that was just the excuse that they gave themselves for not doing maybe the things that they felt they should do. Um, and I kind of wanted to impress that on you, that dreams don't belong here. They don't belong in a hole in the ground. And I got to tell you, if you read my little description down there, I published a children's book, and this is something I had wanted to do since college. And I took that story, and I knew they were good. I knew that they were very marketable, and just for a couple different reasons that I told myself, I took those and I put them in a drawer, and there they stayed for 20 plus years. And she found them and she thought they were good, and she wanted me to read them to the grandkids. And so I did that one day, and I got this out, and I read these stories to the grandkids, and I gotta tell you, it hurt. The kids liked them and it was great, but when I read them, it hurt. I took something that was probably one of the best things that I had done, in my entire life, something that I had felt called to do, something I felt that special connection with, and I put it in a drawer for 20 years. For what? Seriously, for what? I told myself all kinds of different things, but there it stayed. And so from that, I was able to, take that hurt and to say, no, no, I'm not going to one of these places, to one of my grave here where I'm standing, wondering what if. And so I didn't. And the book, it does okay and everything, but I got it done. And the book led me to figuring out to promote how to promote it, led me to internet marketing, and eventually, after a few twists and turns, led me to the blog and making the blog that you're watching today. So I just wanted to tell you and let you know. I don't know what your life journey is about. I don't know what you feel called to do. I think it's all maybe a little different for each of us, but I know one thing: your dream doesn't belong in a hole in a cemetery somewhere. It doesn't belong in ashes spread out. It has something. It has a life of its own. It has something that's going to contribute to this world, and I don't necessarily know how it will fit in, and maybe you don't. I don't know how my story is going to fit into something, but it's out there because it's supposed to be out there. I know that in my heart and in my bones. I know that. And somewhere in what you're doing, in your heart and your bones, there's something you're supposed to be doing. So don't make any more excuses. Maybe it's internet marketing, maybe it's getting free, maybe it's something entirely different. For one gal, I knew it was quilting. I heard a story, and she ended up inventing a new quilting device that, just revolutionized quilting. I'll tell you that story sometime else, but just remember this: it doesn't belong here. What's in your heart does not belong here. It belongs out there in the world. And I want you to get it out there, and I want you to have health, wealth, and happiness. I'll see you tomorrow.